Hi, this is my Chow. I apologize for the dingy and poor lighting. My background is actually really bright and it's super sunny out, but for whatever reason, it's kind of dark in here. I'm. This is my reflection regarding the London and Scotland trip. There's so many memorable parts about this experience, but I'll just list my top. I say top five. Um, there was such a huge contrast between London and Scotland. Contrast meaning the people, the institutions, the culture. In in London, there was such great diversity, and I felt like I was welcomed and I belong in that kind of environment. Whereas Scotland, the setting was so beautiful, but the people, I had some encounters where it was blatant racism, and I'm not sure if I would go back to that space if I'm not surrounded by um, my white peers. Secondly, um, navigating in a group setting and also navigating personally in the environment in both locations really stood out. I gained confidence in my ability to use the transportation system, also asking the native people there for directions or just when I need assistance. I felt more comfortable just talking to them. Oh, let's see. Oh, during this process, I learned a variety of things. Like planning ahead is huge. The day that on Sunday, our free day, like I wanted to go to Camden Market and uh, like other marketplaces, but I also really wanted to go see um, the Stonehenge. So if we didn't plan ahead, uh, I would be greatly disappointed not being able to do what I wanted to do. Also, um, I was really surprised at how active the student body was in the UK. Active meaning their student unions empower them and give them resources to create successful campaigns. I think that's something that was eye opening. I almost feel like they do a lot of critical thinking in terms of teaching their students how to be uh, politically savvy citizens so that when they get to higher education, they can use that voice to leverage change. Whereas in the US, a lot of the time we are just taking standardized testing and memorizing facts. So there's not much room for creating a case towards institutional change. That was one of the biggest things that I learned when we visited the institutions. Um, let's see. When we were traveling, I think people's perception of Americans tend to be like race. And so when the natives hear our American accent, they cannot place us. Yinghuo and I were constantly being asked, like, oh, I noticed your accent. What country are you from? And we tell them we're from the United States. And they're like, oh, you're with that group. Yeah, so that was different, especially in Scotland. Like, yeah, some lady yelled at me because I was just recovering from a car sickness and motion sickness, and I didn't really want to talk to her because I didn't feel good. And she's like, I was trying to get out, and I'm like, excuse me, I need to get out because my group is leaving. And she got really mad at me and said, I'm not letting you out until you say excuse me. I'm like, I already did. And it was just a bizarre experience like that made me feel super uncomfortable in Scotland. But like I said, London, I didn't have that experience. Um, So one way that I avoided not to be seen as a tourist was I kept my mouth shut. I didn't talk really loud. I tried to blend in and just hung out with a variety of people, but keeping a low profile, I find that to be kind of like a saving grace. Um, and, just not taking a lot of space on the sidewalk or in public spaces. That was cool. Uh, Without my partner, and I don't think I could go on this trip. He really step up to take care of our two children and just make sure they are healthy, fed, and are well taken care of. I so appreciated that. Also, the SAA faculty and staff members who planned this event, I'm so grateful every day for the opportunity to be a part of this. Some advice I would give to participants. Number one, keep an open mind and an open agenda because uh, you can only plan so much and things will change. But it's okay, just knowing that it's going to change. Number two, get up early to explore when it's quiet and peaceful. My two friends and I did that, and I am so thankful that we are early risers and going to bed late people. That was really cool to see the world from more of a peaceful point of view. Uh, the third one is practice gratitude every day and be grateful for this opportunity. I mean, knowing that it's not going to be perfect, but people work really hard so that you and I and the students can be there. I wish I would have seen more of that from my friends and colleagues. But thankfully, there's a handful that every day was just grateful, regardless. The last one, take time to slow down and relax. Even though we were up and at 'em and going to bed late, there's times when we just sat in silence and observed the landscape. Like, that was really cool. Overall, I would definitely do this trip again, and I'm so thankful that you, Tori, and the faculty members came on this trip, made it possible. So, thank you. I appreciate it.